see my shows. Thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule. Away here in week 7. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Working quickly here. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is reeled in by Pittman. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Taylor now up the middle. He's contained at the line for no gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for Indianapolis, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running right, this is Taylor. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. They're on. It's the rookie from Nebraska. Good running here. He's across the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone. Back.
30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right up the gut. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. All right, here we go. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Juke the defender. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll give them a first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
This is complete to Neighbors. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one, and they'll have first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Third down from the gun. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dragons finish off their opening drive. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Dragons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. He'll take this at the 10. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And they'll return it for a touchdown. The Dragons finish off their opening drive. Clyburn now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker.
It is caught at the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
They'll run for this. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches, you try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
They're going Taylor. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
He finds Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now looking to throw. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown. The Dragons just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cosenadivo's got it. And the Dragons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Neighbors with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st down from the red zone. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Brooklyn. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Slot man in motion left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Touchdown! So this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return starts at the 9. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Devon Holland there to make the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They give to Taylor, right side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Richardson on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked up by Deontay Banks. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives them the first. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, looking to throw. He has the touchdown! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Herbert, running left. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down carry for Taylor. Gets up the edge to the 35. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down throw here from Richardson. That one's complete, right side. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They go again with Taylor. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and 5. Flushed down now to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts chop some of the lead off before the half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run, well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28.
Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 10 now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one.
And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Getting out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Pass play coming here. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Gets this to Johnson. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48. He's on the move. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's another. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. It connects on the deep shot. And it's caught. Touchdown. The Dragons take a 13-point lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Sybert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Dragons double their lead to 14.
Boston Syber set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Sybert now ready to send this flight. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Finds his fullback. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Taylor now, up the middle. And a small 4-yard chunk there. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Herbert on the give, headed left. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That one gains 7. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Taylor again. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Taylor trying the left side. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Handoff now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 13. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Forced out to it. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Plowing up the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here he is on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Starting at the 10. And look at this return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Colts 42.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Dragons double their lead to 14.
Colts 42.
lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Richardson on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 9-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 22. That's the game of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Rolling left by and in for the touchdown. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. He's still going! And this is going to be too little too late, but still a very nice return. A late touchdown here for him. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts drop the lead back to 13. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Looking with his fullback now. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Gotta hurry this to the line. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And he's got this down to the 40. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to the air here. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it near the 10. Touchdown! They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's brought down for a loss. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail, it would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in, get the 2 feet down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So hard work